Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11 with my used Lotus Emira behind me. And I emphasize used because I typically buy new, and used definitely comes with some items that are not perfect. And I'm OCD and I like everything perfect, of course. So the next several videos actually are going to go into some of these little items that will need sorted. So stay tuned and subscribe for that. But today we're going to talk about the first one, and it's another little odd one. So let me show you. So this first item that needs sorted is actually on the brakes, and it is the yellow painted driver's side caliper. Has several chips on it, one really big one and a few other small ones here. And unfortunately, I wasn't made aware of this. Now, the dealer did compensate me for this, but I am going to take care of it myself. And of course, Dr. Colorchip to the rescue. Now, their customer service is awesome, and I spoke with them to see if their paint will hold up to a hot brake caliper, and they checked with their chemist. It should be fine. I was able to find a paint code for the yellow calipers on the Lotus forum. But yeah, excited to test this out. I've made several Dr. Colorchip videos at this point on my channel. They always do very well too, view-wise. So today we're gonna test it out on a brake caliper. And one other thing to note, these brake calipers were painted at the dealer that I bought it from. They were originally silver on the window sticker. So these are painted, not powder coated. And also, I'm not exactly sure how this happened, but it's the only one that had this. So I don't know if a wheel nicked it or something, or a stone or something nicked it, but we're gonna hopefully take care of this pretty easily with Dr. Colorchip. Now let me just show you quickly what's in the kit. This is the same kit I normally get, which is the squirt and squeegee kit. Has all the typical items. Of course, you got your paint, your little squeegee in the back here, some brushes, which we're probably going to use, and then your shellac to remove the paint. Then of course you have your little cloth to rub the paint off with the shellac, the glove, and of course the buffing cloth to finish it off. Now the yellow Lotus caliper is paint code LY1C, Emolia yellow. So we're gonna see how well this matches. And I will put a link below in the video for Dr. Colorchip. You can pretty much contact them and order the exact paint code you need, or there is a website as well with common paint codes. But yeah, definitely check them out. Now the first step, I'm going to clean those chips out with some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip to make sure all those chips are free of any oil or anything preventing the paint from sticking. So while that's drying, I'm going to shake up the paint, which will need mixed up very well. All right, the paint's nice and shaken up. So obviously we're not going to be able to use the squeegee on these curved surfaces. So I think the best option is going to be this little brush that's provided, little foam tip brush. And actually I am just going to apply it right to the chips themselves. I'm not going to try to squeegee it in or push it in from the side. I know that's how they recommend doing it, but for this case, it's just going to be easier to place it right into the chip. And also another nice thing, I don't have to remove the wheel. It looks like I have enough access through the spokes, so I'm not going to bother even removing the wheel. And of course, multiple coats can be used to build up that chip. So I'm just going to stick the brush right into the paint, and I'm going to start applying it. I'm over here. Put a little bit more on that big one. Now, to be honest, I don't know if it's a perfect match to this paint, but also I don't know 100% sure what paint the dealer used on these calipers. It's possible they did not use the Lotus paint code for these calipers. It looks a little bit off, but honestly, for brake calipers, I'm not too concerned about but we'll see how it looks after we get it dried. I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, let that cure a little bit, and then I will go over it with the Sealac to smooth out those blobs. So you're gonna wanna make sure that Sealac solution is shook really well. And then you're gonna grab your little white cloth provided in a kit. Sprinkle some on there. And then gently rub over those areas. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. All right, well, I'm definitely gonna go over it again with more paint. I did remove some of that. I was maybe a little bit too rough with it, but it is starting to look like it matches a little better. Now you are supposed to wait about 24 hours for more coats, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna apply a little bit more today. Yeah, I found in the past you can do this. All right, I'm gonna wait another 5 minutes and then go over a little bit more with the Sealac and then polish it up. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get that Sealac solution onto this cloth again. And really gently, basically just dab those chips. I'm not trying to remove that paint, just kind of dabbing that solution in there. All right, and then the final step is to just polish it with this microfiber polishing cloth included. Again, I'm not trying to be real rough with it. All right, so this is the final product. I will say, again, it's not exact match, and it's no fault of Dr. Colorchip. I believe it's the dealer that just mixed up paint and didn't really have the paint code to use. But it does look better than those silver paint chips, and you know, the farther you get away, the less you're going to see that color difference. You know, better on the brakes than on the beautiful green paint. So this Dr. Colorchip is super easy to use as usual and produces really great results. And I could, you know, see if I can get a little bit lighter yellow if I wanted to as well. But for now, that's gonna be pretty good. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for more Lotus Emira content on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.